Well, let's just start off with, how does it feel to be back at Shaw Park on more days than not?
It feels good. I mean, after being away for 10 years, it feels really good, and it's something, that I was really good at too. So it's great to be back, and every so often you need to change things up. So it's been good. It's been really good.
When you look around the park now, what do you see about this franchise?
Well, to me, it's all about the fans. That's why we created baseball. I mean, when we originally started this in our first season, it was all about quality and affordable family entertainment. Bring a family of 4 to a ball game for $20, which was hard to do with anything else. I remember I used to use the comparison about if you delivered papers for any newspaper, you could afford to come to a Goldeye game. And that's what I wanted it to be like, that anybody could come to a Goldeyes game.
So what's going to happen when nobody delivers papers anymore?
10 years ago, I never thought of that. So things are changing. I'll come up with another analogy. I can assure you we'll find another one.
So in the 10 years that you've been gone, this franchise has changed leagues, won a championship, said goodbye to a lot of favorite players, like guys like Ace Walker, kind of came and went. So what do you notice has changed around the franchise itself in kind of the 10 years you were mayor?
First of all, the franchise itself hasn't changed, but the environment in our city has changed drastically. For example, when the Jets came back, which was fantastic for the city, that changed the landscape, and now we have the Moose coming back. So there are things around us that are changing. I mean, a franchise, with a franchise, you're always going to have your field manager, you're going to have your coaches, you're going to have your 22 players, you're going to have your travel on the bus, so those things are always the same. Every so often there's a rule change, etc. As you know, right now, I think we have, about 13 teams in our league, which is pretty good with interleague play, with the Can-Am League. So things are always changing, but the game of baseball is the same. Nothing changes there. I
was going to ask about the business of indie ball, because one thing, Rick Forney has talked about this year is that, some of the other leagues, the Frontier League is coming up, and the American Association has been very stable, but there are kind of now other pressures coming up. Do you find that that's changing?
Yeah, there's always pressures. Don't ever think for a moment there isn't. You'll never have a year where you don't have some troubled franchise, and that's something. The travel is always an issue. We have the teams in Texas. For Winnipeg, travel was always an issue, okay? It's where we are located, being the only Canadian team. It is what it is, but yeah, there's always those kind of issues that you have to deal with, but that's all part of the business of baseball. I mean, it's like Tom Hanks said, it's not supposed to be easy, okay? There's no crying, and it's not supposed to be easy. That's the way it is.
Okay, well, thanks so much for coming out and talking to us on this very, very hot
You know what? It was
day.
A lot of fun, and I can tell it's been a long time for both of us throwing around the ball.
A little bit.